They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. You want to talk about seeing the field. Last time out, and 70% completion and more than 400 yards through the air. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. Good call. Good. Execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Porter. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Carr. Holds on. It's Porter. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Carr to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Now, the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Drops back on 1st down. Turns out it's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Long way to go on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Steve Angeli. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Right side, it's Miller. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Left side, it's Miller. Caught, and he's got room. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Miller with the ball. Hustling down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. Might as well run him again. Swamped immediately.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Running to the left. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a win.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
2nd and long here. Throwing and jelly. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
And jelly from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Caught. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. 3rd aim will get things started with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab, it's Porter. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Carr makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Out wide left, it's Porter. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The give is to Miller. Knocked down immediately.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Finds his man. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air again, Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. Reels it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receiver. 2nd down to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making back.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Carr to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on. It's already had a couple catches in this game. That's a good omen for the defense.
Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The run inside. It's Miller. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. And Jelly. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Trying to get rid of it, and he gets it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Carr. They're working that left side. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Porter. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. C.J. Carr firing again. He's going to take off. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Got it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the Troy Trojans. And it's the Red Wolves with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back over to your game inside the dome.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Turns it upfield.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Left side is Graham. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He wants to go deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready? 20. Go, go. Ready, go.
Steve Angeli. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Still looking to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Here's Carr to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short of...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment. 4th down, Carr. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Angeli on the play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That defensive end came off the ball with 1 goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Carr. And wings it incomplete. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Porter. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Throwing. Carr. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play. To the air again, Carr. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how kickers don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing and jelly. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The handoff to Johnson. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And Jelly. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Splits the uprights. Good. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now makes the grab in their space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got...
Makes the grab inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
C.J. Carr firing again. This time he's got his man. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Irish! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And he made the extra point without problem. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Porter. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. Looking for a man. It's Odom. He's going to throw deep right side. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just...
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Carr to throw. Out wide left, it's Porter. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Snap in the shotgun. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got a man, it's Walton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's changing the play. Again, it's Carr. Finds his target. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Carr. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had.
Pulls it in on the left. He's loose down the middle. He's at the touchdown. Cuse rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
Snags it over the middle. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The give is to Miller. Sees an alley. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game.